Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today, we are going to play with the Camaro a little bit. We're going to a car show this weekend, so I have a little rear main seal leak. We have a transmission leak, so we're using the transmission sealer from Blue Devil 2. So we're going to put these in real quick, and we're going to see how this goes. I got to drive down to my buddy's house and just see how it runs, because it hasn't been driven in a little bit, and like I've had the issues with is it continues to have issues and not shift like it should at full throttle. It's just hard to drive. I enjoy it, but the rear end being a 456 is kind of up there, and it's not a road car at all. It's strictly 8th mile drag, and it's just hard to drive around. I want to drive it, and I can't because I don't go to the strip every single day, and it's not at the strip, and I don't have my own strip. So we're going to throw this stuff in and see if it really works, and see if we can get to this car show on Saturday and work with it. So let's get this stuff in there. So this is my 1980 Camaro. I would call it a Z28. I think it has a Z28 package. It's got a 350 with a 650 CFM carb. It's got 456 gears. It's got a turbo 400 transmission with a shift kit in it. It's got a performance cam, performance heads. They're cast steel, not aluminum, so that kind of makes a hard sell on that. But yeah, we're gonna look at everything real quick, and we're gonna get this thing hopefully driving around a little bit more than it has. So let's work on this real quick and get this thing prettied up for a car show. So this 350 has been rebuilt, but it has gone through a bunch of rear main seals because it just constantly leaks, and I don't understand why. I've went through 3 pans and back to the original, a lot of sealant, a lot of different gaskets, and a couple of rear main seals, and it still leaks. So we're gonna try a couple things like that Blue Devil rear main seal, and we're gonna do the same thing with the transmission because it still has a little bit of a leak around the pan and stuff like that with a new gasket and everything else. So yeah. All right, well, there's a reason why you check over a car before you take a road trip somewhere. Yeah, my tire's delaminating. They're already old, but yeah, I'm not gonna be driving on the road with this. So looks like we get to order a new tire, and car show is not happening for this car because I don't have another wheel or another tire to go on this wheel. Not like that. So unless I can find one in less than a couple hours, which yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. So it needs new tires all the way around anyway. So that was fun. We drove it over here from over there, and now we're just gonna let it run for a bit and call it a day, because I'm not going to drive this thing with the tire doing that. All right, well, I'll see y'all in a little bit when I get a new tire. Yep, drove down the road and it decided to delaminate. So back wheels are off the car, car's on the lift. We're getting new tires, well, new used tires tomorrow. So yeah, perfect. It needs a washing and a cleaning. But yeah, everything looks good on it. I'm gonna lift it up real quick, look up under it, and we'll call it a day. So we made it after delaminating a tire and getting another tire. I'm happy to make it here. It ran pretty good. Got a little bit of dirtiness right there. The paint's coming off, but it's okay. So newer front tires, newer rear tires, not delaminated now, so that works. All right, well, we made it back, so it was a good time. Won the split pot, didn't get a trophy or anything, but the Camaro is not the prettiest thing in the world, so I'm enjoying the factor of it drove good. I'm hoping my leaks look like they're stopping, so yeah. Looks like everything's filling in. My front's not leaking. Trans isn't leaking. All up there, it's not leaking. right here is not leaking like it was. So man, this car is getting together to where I can actually drive it. I did have a small issue. I had one of my nephews in the back seat, and if you see, it took a chunk out of my tire from the little fender well right there, which I need to, I'm gonna probably trim it back and fold it up, because it does stick out almost an inch, and there's no reason really why it does that. So with that, but also put some air in the air shocks, because I wasn't planning on anybody being in the back seat. So that's how it went. But yeah, it didn't take a lot of video, or really any, at the car show, because it was kind of a small one. There's probably about 30 cars or so there. I missed the bigger one that I was gonna go to, just because they were the same time, and I wanted to go and put my money into this car show. So yeah, got new tires front and rear, because of if I showed you a picture already about the delamination of the other tire. But update on the Camaro, we are going to the next phase, and that means I can drive it a little bit more, starting to trust it a little bit more. And on top of all that, we are going to start cleaning up some parts. I've got some door hangers. The pins are wore out. The doors aren't sitting where they need to sit. They basically fall whenever you open them, and then you got to push them up in place. But I ordered the pins like 2 years ago, and I finally have time soon to replace them all, and that's what I'm going to do. Got new little bushings and all that. So yeah, other than that, we're going to keep working at other things. Somebody suggested that my brake booster is losing vacuum, is why whenever I'm hard accelerating, that it makes a funny sound and my acceleration falls off, because the transmission basically won't keep going. So got to look into that. I'll probably end up getting a new brake booster. I had to get a new master cylinder, so it's probably time for a new brake booster itself, and continue on this little journey of the Camaro and get it up and perfect it to where I can actually start driving it more often than not, to more car shows, cleaning it up more and more, and everything else like that. I will say, I got these Coopers for pretty cheap. They're used. See a little bit of wear and tear on them. Got good tread life, but they're 255s, so they actually fit better than the 245s. I could probably go 265s. If you can see, curves in a little bit, but it's not nearly the stretch that the 245s were. So got that done, and yeah, it's we're about to move on to phase. Well, not phase. We're about to move on to the 240. It needs tuned and everything with that. So if we can get that tuned, get new tires on it, we'll start riding it around a little bit, put the top down and go for a good cruise. I'm excited for that one. So stand by for that one. And then we got a new project coming in the shop very, very soon. Got some new parts for it, because it needs a little bit of love as well. It also needs new tires. Everything I have needs new tires. And that's the expensive part, because I'm going to spend like $2,000 just in economy tires just to get my vehicles on the road to play with them a little bit. So yeah, but I want to thank you for joining in to another episode of The Shop. If you like this kind of content, you're going to stick with me on watching a lot of it, keeping up with what's going on. The Camaro, the 240, some other repairs, the new project I have coming up. Yeah, you'll enjoy some fabrication, some modification, and possibly little road trips and car shows. So, like I said, thank you again, and until next time.